Dead or Alive 1, the game that started everything. It will also be the first Dead or Alive game that I ever play, with such a memorable soundtrack and a list of amazing characters, including Kasumi, Zack, Hayabusa, Bayman, Lei Fang, Ken Fu, Tina, Kevin Bass, Dan Lee. I will be playing arcade mode, if you want to call it that, in this game, and play every single character through it. We'll see what I like about every character and see what I hate about every character. See how much I enjoy the gameplay and see how much I rage at the gameplay, because I don't rage at these kind of games. I am very calm. Fucking dog shit. Collective. Oh my god, don't fucking cheap bullshit! Cheap bullshit! Peaceful. Fuck you, you whore. Fake titty bitch flopping around everywhere. And I enjoy these games. I broke off a piece of the controller. Kasumi! So right off the bat, I can just say is holy free holy. The tit jiggles. Well, the first thing I did notice is they tried to make themselves different so it wouldn't be just like a Virtua Fighter clone. Instead of ring-outs, they have these explosions. And with these explosions, you're able to do really cool juggle combos afterwards. So the other mechanic that sets this game apart from the others is the hold system, which I really suck at doing, but you will learn later in the arcade that the CPU will abuse this system. So Kasumi, the main character of the series, I believe, her look is pretty iconic, and I believe from the later games, they really don't change it that much. I would say that she was probably the easiest to beat the arcade mode with, because a lot of her combos were pretty easy to do, and maybe she's the one I will try to actually learn one day. So at first I thought I was really good with her, because I was whooping the computer's ass in the beginning, but that's just the beginning. Once you get later in the game, the computer becomes fucking ruthless. Once I made it to Raidao with Kasumi, I thought I was gonna have a good chance of beating him pretty easily, but I wanted to smash my controller into a million pieces. I might get some hate for this, but I think the hold system is great, but the fact that, I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but during mid combos that you're able to block combos or reverse combos is frustrating. I don't know if that's something people do against other people, but the computer fucking reverses everything. Up to 30 hits to get maybe a fourth of his health down, and he does one reversal move, boom, half my health. But I can't seem to block, and I'm dead now. Yeah. So I'm sure if you play with actual people, you're gonna have much more fun time, get some combos out, but against the computer in the arcade, you pretty much have to rely doing cheap shit, because there are times where the enemy will just hit you once and it's half your health bar. And that's just not right out. Other people did it too, but I can't. Well, because I'm terrible, I don't know what I'm doing, but still, it's not fair. What is the story now? Is there a story? No, there's no story. I was not aware that this game didn't have a really, like, a cinematic ending or a story mode or nothing. And I was pretty upset because I was ready to learn the lore of these characters, which pretty much you can't do until 2. I have heard that if you play Dimensions on the 3DS, it does pretty much kind of cover the stories of the first 3 games. Is it pronounced bass or bass? First, before we get to bass or bass, whatever you call them, can we just listen to how great this theme song is? And let me tell you something, brother. When the bass man goes bass-a-mania on you, what you gonna do, brother? What can I say about bass? I love wrestling, and every fighting game that has a wrestler, I normally tend to choose that person first and main that character. Bass has some really quick strikes and some powerful kicks, but he's got some of the strongest grapples in the game too. I do feel that Bass's difficulty is a bit higher than Katsumi's, so I really do want to go back and learn more of his stuff. Also around this time, I forgot I didn't beat Raidao with Bass. It's because I switched over to Ultimate because I was told it was probably gonna be better. That's pretty much all I can say about him right now, but I will be trying to play him some more in the later games. Ryu, or wait, is it Ryu? Hayabusa! I don't want to anger anybody. I don't know if it's me or does Hayabusa take a lot of skill, because he's the one I did the worst with, because it took me the longest time to beat the arcade mode. I believe it was either 17 or 19 fucking minutes. First of all, it's Ryu Hayabusa. That is insane that the dude from Ninja Gaiden is even in this game. I didn't know he was in these games. I thought he was only added in the newer ones. Like, it's Hayabusa, that's all I can say. It's like, I expect to do some crazy ninja shit, and I wasn't really pulling out much, besides some cool flips. Honestly, it's something I should do for these videos and spend time with these characters, but I also have that kind of thought that this is my first time playing, and I just want to base it off my first time playing. So overall, he's really cool. I just gotta learn how he plays. And it's real Hayabusa in a fighting game. And maybe the CPU was just being extra bullshitty when I was playing him. Maybe he's a lot better than I think. Yeehaw! Go Tina! Texas State University, go Longhorns. You heard me praise her pappy, now we got her. She's basically him, but with big titties, and that's what I love about my wrestling. I swear, every time I saw her warm-up routine, I thought she was gonna knock herself out with one of her tits. I really like Tina's playstyle, able to juggle combos.
It should have been me, not him! It's not fair!
So all jokes aside, I really enjoy Tina's playstyle. The amount of juggle combos you can get off with her is a lot of fun. Pretty much the better version of her father. I might get hate for that because I know a lot of people like bass. I think she's gonna be the character I end up playing the most because she's just so much fun. Fighter of the night, man! He is a champion of karate and friendship for everyone. Turns out I might be a Bayman main because I was able to beat the whole arcade mode in the fastest time with him. I started to notice a trend with all the big man characters. They seem to do the most damage with all their moves. Just like I said with Tina, Bayman is someone I want to go back to because he was a lot of fun to play as. Once I made it to Raidou, I thought I was going to have a bad time because Raidou is pretty abusive of that hold system, but turns out Bayman is his weakness because I whooped his ass in the fastest time out of all the guys that I used. It's Jan Lee! Everybody was Genfu fighting! Genfu is Kung Fu Master! Genfu knows all the best kicks! Genfu knows all the best punches! Genfu knows all the greatest combos! Who would win in a fight? Genfu or Uncle from Jackie Chan Adventures? Lei Fang. All jokes aside, I think Lei Fang might be my black sheep of the game because I was dreading to play her, but turns out she's really unique. I noticed her fighting style is a bit different from every other character. She has some sort of weird, like, kung fu motion into, like, you'll start with some strikes and then, like, she'll pose and you can start doing something differently with kicks. So 100% I believe she will be one of the first characters I will try really hard to learn more of her style because she's so different from the other characters. It's Zack and Cody! Zack is my second Zack sheep. Not going to lie, I watched the movie recently before I played these games, and they made Zack a giant bitch. So I thought he was gonna be terrible, but he turned out to be one of my favorites in the game. So pretty much, I think Zack was the fastest one I beat the arcade mode with, and that came out as a complete shocker, was because I didn't expect him to be that much fun to play as. There you have it. I beat arcade mode with every character. The ones that stand out to me the most were Kasumi, Bass, Zack, Lei Fang, and Tina. They are the ones I had the least issues with in regards to the CPU difficulty, because fuck that CPU. Fuck Raidou. Fuck them reversing everything. Why was this game so hard? If you play with other friends, that's fine, but fuck the arcade. Never play it. There's no story mode. Where is this guy who made this game? I need to talk to him. In an interview in 2012 at Yohei Shimbori, he was asked why was the difficulty so hard with the CPU in the first game. I was able to follow up with Yohei Shimbori and asked him for an update on his answer. He told me, "What are you doing here? Why are you in my house? I'm calling the police. Please leave." Prairie dog. What in the fuck?
My